My mom kicked me out onto the street. Now she's begging to live with me. When I was 18, my mom told me I had 1 hour to get out. No argument, no warning. She said I was dead weight and that I was holding her back from enjoying her life. I remember standing on the sidewalk with a backpack, my phone at 12%, and nowhere to go. She locked the door behind me and didn't look back. I slept on a bench that night. For weeks, I bounced between couches until a family I barely knew, my old friend's parents, noticed what was happening. They didn't have much, but they gave me something I hadn't felt in years: stability. A bed, dinner at the same time every night, expectations. They pushed me to study, to work, to think long-term. I got obsessed with improving myself. I learned everything I could: finance, coding, investing, business. I worked 2 jobs while studying. Every setback made me angrier, but I turned that anger into discipline. Years passed. I started a small online business, then another. One failed, one worked. I reinvested everything. I lived cheaply while my income quietly exploded. By my late 20s, I owned my own home outright and had more money than I ever imagined growing up. I hadn't spoken to my mom in years. Then she showed up at my door. She looked older, smaller, tired. She started crying immediately, talking about how life had been unfair. She admitted she developed a gambling problem, lost her apartment, lost friends, lost money. Then she smiled and said, "At least I raised you right. So, when can I move in?" She didn't apologize for kicking me out, not once. She talked about my house like it was already hers, even joked that maybe I could put it in her name someday. I felt something strange, calm. I told her no. I reminded her of the night she threw me onto the street and closed the door. I told her the family who took me in taught me what real care looks like. I told her I would help her find resources, but she would never live with me, and she would never touch what I built. She called me ungrateful, cruel, heartless. Then she left. I stood in my doorway long after she was gone. I didn't feel proud. I didn't feel guilty. I felt free.